Welcome back to Living Local. The New York Times calls the Book of Mormon the best musical of the century, and the national tour is saying hello to Davenport's Adler Theatre on March 29th and 30th. And here to tell us more about it in this segment, sponsored by the Adler Theatre, is the tour's music director, conductor, and the Quad Cities' very own Mason Moss. How are you, man?
Good. How are you doing today, Tristan?
It's so cool to see you. I'm so excited and proud of all you've accomplished, dude. So let me just say that right off the bat. But let's talk about your journey with this show, man. It started right here in the Quad Cities, right?
Absolutely. So the Book of Mormon came through and did a week at the Adler in 2018, and I got the opportunity to sub the Key 2 book as it came through, which was fairly common for the tour at the time. And I really sort of did well when they came through, and they really enjoyed my energy and my performance and everything like that. So throughout 2019, they asked me to come on the road as a keyboard cover, emergency swing, rehearsal pianist, whatever you want to label the position as, for interim times to like get my feet wet, dip my toes into the water with touring, and see if it was something that I'd really like to do. And you know, it's really nice to be full circle now on the back end to it after almost 2 years of touring with the show as the music director, to get to come back to Davenport and perform in the first place that I ever did the show, and get to bring it as my show now that I'm like leading it and as the conductor and stuff like that. So it's really special.
Yeah, and let's not gloss over the fact that you also conducted the show on Broadway. Let's not dismiss that fact, Mason. Like, that's a pretty cool thing, man, that you were able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so grateful for those opportunities. Shout out to my boss, my music supervisor, the Broadway conductor, Justin Mendoza, for just like throwing me the opportunity to conduct the Broadway company, and to get that experience, and to be so young and get that experience, but also to just like understand that place within the industry, and to work with those people, and to see just like, to be truly honest, that acting at all levels, whether it's at the community level or at Broadway, is really just good people trying to create good art, which is amazing.
I love that. And of course, you're bringing the show to your hometown, man, to the Quad Cities. That's so cool. You mentioned it means a lot to you, but let's dig into that a little bit. It must be kind of cool, because I'm sure you saw tours there, you know, growing up as well. So it must be cool to be like, well, now my show is going to play there.
Yeah, it's, you know, I grew up going to shows at the Adler, and I grew up sort of like experiencing the Adler, whether it was symphony concerts or, you know, musicals or what other special events they had in there.
Yeah.
It's really neat now to kind of go full scale, and to know that I'm going to be performing there, and to know that like I get to see the backstage areas from the other end of things.
Yeah.
And then hopefully, you know, get to feel a little bit of stardom as I come out of the stage door at the Adler, to see some like people that I haven't seen in a long time. They get to support me in what I do, and that's really amazing.
Well, I bet the whole house will just be there for you. You'll probably just get a standing ovation right there from the pit. So, you know, you see the show night after night, and I gotta wonder, is there something that still kind of surprises you or kind of makes you giggle? Is there like something that's just continually awesome?
You know, I think the beautiful thing about this show, and with it being a comedy, is that there's flexibility for jokes to land different ways every single night. And I think that depending on who the actor is in a given role any night, or how they're feeling and how they're interpreting the script in the book that night, it can really create a different experience. And I can really assuredly say I'm close to 500 performances now, and like every show is unique, every show is different, and every show is one of a kind, which is special.
Yeah, that's really cool. And you know, the lessons you must have learned throughout this, you know, almost 6-year experience now, have to be vast, but is there one particular thing that you've kind of learned through your years?
There's always been two rules that I sort of follow. And there's like, I've been told this by many people that work in this industry and that work in other industries, and it's so simple. It's like, you know, be prepared, show up ready to do your job day one, and ready to just be excellent at what you do. And then the second thing is just like being a good person. Yeah. First and foremost, sort of like leading with empathy, leading with kindness, and sort of like treating people with the respect and the kindness that they deserve goes a long way. And I think that as I work more into this industry, the people that I see that are really successful, the people that I see that I really admire and that inspire me, are the people that lead with those sorts of ideals in mind, and that morality, you know?
Yeah, and that's good advice across the board, man. That's great. And so, you know, you have a lot of ties to the Quad Cities still, to a lot of theaters here with the Spotlight and Circa. And I have to wonder, is there any way that any local audiences can see your work when you're off the road?
Well, it's funny that you should mention that. So we've got some time off this summer, and I am pleasured and privileged to get to work with Brad Hoskins over at Circa, and we've produced this Neil Diamond musical, which we've done a couple of times. It's a tribute show, a 2-act tribute show, which we're getting to do again at Circa at the end of May. So tickets are on sale now for that, which you can always check out. And then there are some things in the works too between me and Spotlight with the Tubbses over there to try to do some shows and some events this summer, just to open some things up. And then I've also considered just doing some off the cuff performances, maybe impromptu, wherever they may happen in the Quad Cities. I'm just looking to play and create art while I'm home,
Yeah, and the Brad Hoskins show that you helped him put together is fantastic. So if anybody gets a chance to see that. And when you're in town, let's have you back on the show in real life human form. And we can chat more about all the things you have going on. So Mason, thanks so much, man, for taking the time, dude.
Absolutely, Tristan. I would love to be back anytime you'll have me. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me today.
Thanks, man.
I'm so glad that you asked me to do this.
Yeah, have fun on the rest of the tour, man. And I can't wait for your stop in Davenport. That's awesome, dude. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
The Book of Mormon will play March 28th and 29th and 30th at the Adler Theatre, which is also this segment's sponsor. You can learn more when you visit DavenportLive.com. We'll have all those details posted at OurQuadCities.com.